Ladies, gentlemen, and pro wrestling fans of all ages, it is time once again. Live from small town USA, the American Samurai. Hey folks, this is the hey YouTubers, this is the American Samurai back again with another DVD review. This time I'm reviewing Wrestling Society X, and the name says it all. From what I can understand, this was a failed attempt by MTV to try and get on the wrestling bandwagon by creating their own wrestling series using younger wrestlers. Had the show succeeded, it would have changed the face of wrestling forever. Unfortunately, it didn't. This is the complete first, and as it says on here, last season of Pro Wrestling Society X. This is definitely something I would not say number one. My top wrestlers on here are probably Matt Classic and that 70s team. I also like the Human Tornado on here. He's really cool. Kind of Michael Jackson meets R-Truth kind of deal, with a little bit of Shawn Michaels thrown in. Best way I can describe the Human Tornado, and I hope if he's watching us, he doesn't take that as an insult. But yeah. My second favorite tag team would probably be DFX, doing it for her. Kind of looks like some sort of strange boy band.
Jeffrey Tambor, aka George Booth Sr., stopped by to tell us what to expect and where the return of Arrested Development picks up.
7 years later, we're in deep doo doo. It's bad times.
So I mean, this is just an interesting DVD set altogether. I'm trying to keep this. The extras are really good too. I have to say my favorite matches on here would be. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up my music. The mod music channels do not work for me for some reason. Just how it is some days, you know. You want music and he's talking about these shows. But anyways, so to make a long story short, this series was done for MTV. It was originally slotted for 10 episodes, but was canceled at the end of the 9th episode. So the 10th episode never officially aired. It's on the box set though. If you do want to pick this up, you can get it at Amazon.com for about, I think it's like $12.10. Now this is interesting, just overall because of how they did it. Definitely not for everybody. People who would be into this, I would say, would be either for someone who's looking for something different in wrestling. Hardcore wrestling fans, I'm talking like ECW, CZW, anyone who's into the whole barbed wire bats, kitchen sinks, the whole 9 yards, that kind of stuff. Or if you're just looking for something different. So, I mean, it's just interesting. As I've said, my favorite characters in here are Matt Classic and that 70s team. Matt Classic, which I'm sure a lot of you know if you've been to Colt Cabana's site, is Colt Cabana. There are many storylines they would have done if they had gone the second season, and there were rumors that I guess they had to kind of do a pay-per-view at the end of the first season. As to whether that actually happened or not, I don't know. If you do, leave a comment below. But also, if you know the name of the pay-per-view, leave a comment below, because I'd like to know. I don't mind seeing it. But overall, like I said, it's not for everybody. I'd give this set probably a 5 out of 10. It's worth checking out. It's got X-Pac, Vampiro, a lot of the main ones from the independent circuit back then. The extras are pretty cool. I think my favorite extra is they did some extra stuff with Matt Classic. That was pretty neat. I really liked that. They did like It's kind of a movie trailer type deal. If anyone has the Best of Matt Classic, then you've probably seen the movie trailer. It's Matt Classic versus the drug-crazed cannibals of Nazi Zombie Island, I think is what it's called. It's just, I think it's pretty cool. Really wish they'd followed up on that and done like an actual movie, you know, black and white, or put it on YouTube or something. That would have been so cool. But, you know, it's just me. I like the nostalgia aspect. I just like, I go for the throwback wrestlers. Go figure. That's what I'm saying. But everyone here is just amazing. The broadcast team, the ring announcer, the host of WSX Extra, who I guess was also a wrestler herself. I did not realize that until I watched the extras. And she can kick butt. Like her never defend herself. Same with Lizzie Valentine, who, ironically, what I did not know is she was she worked with Nikki, the New York Knockout, as Valentina. Yeah, two tough chicks from New York. So, like I said, this is a 5 out of 5. My top matches here in the WSX Extra, sorry, would have to be the tag team fatal 4-way match they had. Or was it a 3-way? Some sort of tag team battle type deal. Because he would get a shot for the tag team title in the tournament. The 2 matches they had with Matt Classic, with Matt Sydal and Too Cool Scorpio. Scorpio Sky. I wish it was Too Cool Scorpio. Yeah. And as for the regular ones, I would have to say Jack Evans versus the Human Tornado. And Eric Cannon, Vic Grimes, and Mick Grimes versus the Cartel. Also, there was a pretty good match with Keeping It Gangsta and that 70s team. The whole series is just really going to be interesting too. The stories are really well told, and it's just an overall great concept. I think it just came along too soon. You know, I think if it had come along, it was released in about 2007. I think it just released too soon. I think the concept had happened nowadays on, say, I don't know. I think it's like with ECW on TNN. It was a good idea, just too ahead of its time. You know what I mean? Something like this probably would play better on, like, not MTV, but like YouTube. I mean, I'm sure probably nowadays it would work on MTV, but back then I think they were just trying too much. The match is about good, and if this had succeeded, it would have changed the face of pro wrestling as we know it. Sadly, this is another one of those shows. Another example I can think of would be The Flash, that only had like 1 season. And they had plans for a second season, but it never happened. It's another case of a good show being canceled just maybe a little too soon. Maybe you didn't have the audience it needed. I don't know, but, you know, like I said, 5 out of 10. If you're into hardcore stuff, I would check this out. Or if maybe you're into, like, Scorpio Sky or Jack Evans, because I know they're still wrestling, or Six-Pac, I should say X-Pac, or Vampiro, or any of these guys that I've mentioned that shows up on the roster, like Disco Machine and Magnum, Joey, Magnum, Ryan. You know, this is great because it's a chance to see what, you know, some stuff you didn't, some matches maybe you don't have in your collection. Because I know there's some, I mean, overall, these are just great matches. And frankly, I think a lot of people blame Fabian Kalin for the fall of Wrestling Society X. I wouldn't blame him at all. I think he did a great job. I loved the energy he had. You know, he made you excited for every match. So if Fabian Kalin's watching this, you're not to blame. You can't blame one person for everything that happened. And hopefully that thing about him cutting that extra about him cutting his tongue out was just special effects. I hope. But anyways, episode 10 never aired. It's on this DVD set, so if you want to see the full, if you were a fan of it back in the day and you want to see the full series, this is the only way you're going to see the full series. Though they might put the 10th episode up on YouTube, I'm not sure. Until next time, this is American Samurai saying sayonara from my version of the bunker.